So I just finished watching the first episode of Twin Star Exorcist, and apparently after finding out through fellow Chibits, is that this series is going to be 4 cours long, or 52 episodes, which total up to an entire year. And you're probably thinking, like, necessarily that should be a good thing, right? 52 episodes, 4 seasons, that means, for instance, winter, spring, summer, fall seasons all in one, like it's going to run for an entire year. That seems like a good thing. But let's take a moment to, let's look at the company that actually is working on this for a second. Studio Clown. I think majority of you Chibits are very aware of who Studio Clown is, because I think a lot of you, a majority of you, have at the very least have heard of Tokyo Ghoul, or other series they work on. For instance, they also work on Naruto, and we all know what's going on with Naruto at this time. I mean, Naruto is in filler hell, and it's been in filler hell for a fucking long time. And we know what happened to Tokyo Ghoul, so I don't think I need to get into that one either. So, they're working on this. They're working on Twin Star Exorcist. Now, before I even go any further with that, let's talk about the episode in general. Let's just talk about how it was done. So, for the most part, the first episode, it was pretty good. I'm not even going to say enough. It was a good episode, but there is some concerns I have. There is some concerns, because if this is going to be 4 cours long, or 52 episodes, for instance, an entire year, there is already issues with the way the art and animation is. Now, I'm not saying the art doesn't slightly look like how the manga does, but I'm saying you did notice some quality drops throughout the entirety of the episode. You noticed it here and there, and when it came to the fighting at the end of the episode, it looked good. Visually, it looked good, like in terms of the way the art was, but when it came to the animation, it was very simple movement, and it was nothing that impressive that was like, holy shit, this is awesome. It was nothing like that. And so, when it comes to that, it's a little bit concerning, since this is most likely, if the sources are correct, if it's going to be 4 cours long, that means that this is like the best thing they could do for their first episode to get everybody into this series. And I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of worrisome, because that would mean that maybe future fights could kind of be a little bit lower in quality. But that's not the main thing. There's other things that are going on this episode. For one, they already added anime original scenes throughout this episode. Yes, they did. They already added anime original. So there's one thing that this really means. For one, if it really is going to be 52 episodes long, or 4 cours long, there might be breaks in between. We have no idea. There's no set, breaks or anything yet. But if it really is going to be that long, if there is going to be breaks between the seasons, like maybe they'll, do this season, like for instance, spring season, they'll take a break summer season, they'll come back, fall season, and, they'll do that entire repeat. If they do something like that, maybe it could work. But at this time, though, if they really are going to start adding anime original scenes from the first episode, that means that they might already have in mind a filler arc, or at the very least, a filler ending, because there is only, I think, 8 volumes at this time for Sosei. There's only 8 volumes. Now, I know this series, if I'm correct, it's a monthly release schedule, and I think it has usually about 45, maybe 60-something pages each chapter. I could be wrong, don't quote me on the exact number of pages, but I think this is a monthly release manga. And because of that, there's not a whole lot of chapters. So, I'm worried, if it is going to have that much content, is that enough? Is that enough, or is that, too much? Does that mean that they're going to have to throw in a bunch of filler? I'm curious about this, because apparently there's also a anime original character in the first episode. So, yeah. So, let's get into the next segment. So, Studio Clown. They have a track record for having some good series. And I'm not going to go out of my way to say that Twin Star Exorcist is going to be a bad series. I'm not going to say that right now, because I haven't seen the ending. I haven't seen the episodes. I haven't read the entirety of the manga, so I can't really do a great comparison. But I will say this, however, when it comes to the track record of Studio Clown, they do usually have a ton of shit, and you have to wade through a ton of shit to be able to get to that diamond, which might be, for instance, Yona. Like, let's use an example. Yona is that diamond amongst the shit. And there's all this shit you have to swim through just to be able to get to that diamond. And it's very rare, but Studio Clown does make good series. They do make some good series. I'm not gonna say they don't. They make some good series. They do sometimes make good adaptations. And sometimes they make some unexpected surprise hits. But sometimes you have to wait for a lot of shit to get to those series. And I'm worried that the manga fans of Twin Star Exorcist might be getting shit on if it really is going to go down that path. Because I feel for anyone that has their series, like their favorite series, getting shit on and by, the production, company that's currently working on the anime, I feel bad for them. Because I know how it feels. I mean, I felt awful when I saw what they did to my Taizai, when I saw, A1 do what they did with the first season of Taizai, and then, also what Studio Clown did to, Tokyo Ghoul. There's been a lot of series that I've seen kind of ruined a little bit by, companies, and it makes me upset because it could have been so much better if they would have done it right without shitting on the source material, and I just hope that it doesn't happen this series. I really deep down, I want to hope that this is going to be a diamond, this is going to be a gem, and the fans of the original series are going to be very happy, very excited, and love every episode, and can't wait for the next episode to come out. I hope it's like that. I really do. I don't want this series to fail, and I hope it does do good. I mean, the first episode, it's very shonen-ish. It's very similar to how a shonen would start, so there's nothing really out of the ordinary here, but it just really depends on how it goes from this point onward with the story. The story seems interesting, though, when it comes to the Exorcists and stuff, but for that, though, we just gotta see how the anime goes. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about the first episode? Do you believe that it really is going to be like 52 episodes long? Do you think that it's going to, have anime original arcs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.